Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A teaser video for the upcoming week of The Bold and the Beautiful has been released, according to spoilers. Eric was hurt in a barroom fight between Will and RJ. It depicts Eric Forrester criticizing Logan in front of the media. Eric might be attacked while Will Spencer is fighting. Additionally, Katie Logan Spencer is suddenly overcome with guilt. Discover what will happen next in the soap opera by continuing to read. Let's begin with Eric, who will be interviewed by reporters. Although the purpose of the interview is to discuss the couture collection, be prepared for Eric to criticize Logan in the process. In the promo clip, Eric really informs the reporter that Logan is attempting to take the show from Forrester Creations. Eric continues, "It's thievery." Naturally, Eric's interview is being streamed live by Katie and Hope Logan Spencer. The women's mouths drop, probably in response to Eric's charge. He claims that no one talks to his mother in such manner when he is with Will Spencer. He is obviously speaking to a Forrester, albeit it is unclear to whom. The defense of Brooke Logan Forrester. According to Brooke Logan Forrester, Katie was the one who wanted this battle. Katie will undoubtedly deny that. This family conflict doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Katie, meanwhile, is overcome with sadness and remorse. The woman apologizes to Eric and Donna Logan Forrester while crying. CDL is uneasy, though, because of the way Donna is leaning and clinging on Eric's arm. It implies that this is something terrible or tragic and may not have anything to do with business. Perhaps this time Will goes too far and actually hurts RJ Forrester. The Brawl of RJ Forrester. In relation to RJ, he and Will engage in yet another altercation. Everything takes place at the bikini bar. Will is informed by Eric that he will not be leaving with Electra Forrester. But Will looks inebriated and unruly once more. RJ attacks Eric after the young man refers to him as an elderly man. But in the preview video, Eric is seen stepping in between the two young people. Will might unintentionally strike Eric in the face. Given that Eric is an elderly person, this could permanently determine Will and Electra's fate. Dylan sees an opening, Eric throws Will out, and Electra's heart breaks. According to tomorrow's teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric Forrester has had enough. Eric makes it obvious that he won't put up with Will Spencer staying in his home any longer by warning him and eventually throwing the young Spencer out after seeing how determined he is to have Electra Forrester back. Electra is conflicted between her feelings for Will, Ridge Forrester, and Eric's demands since she still loves Will. Electra is having a lot of trouble. Electra is unsure of what to do because the people she loves are still fighting for her future. According to BMB teasers, Will isn't prepared to give up on Electra just yet, despite Eric's heated demands. Since Electra acknowledged that she still loves him, he is still motivated to fight for their relationship. Melissa Dillon finds the ideal moment to intervene when Will is deeply upset by his most recent altercation with Eric. Dillon's increasing intimacy with Will has the potential to alter everything, regardless of whether she is acting out of genuine concern or following her own agenda because she loves Will. According to BMB spoilers, the conflict over Electra's future only gets more intense as Friday's drama plays out. Will maintains his position, Eric refuses to give up, and Dylan's opportune arrival may further complicate the love triangle and pave the way for even more dramatic turns in the upcoming episodes. Despite being prohibited from entering Forrester property, Will pleaded with Electra to return him. Will was approached by Eric, who advised him to avoid his family. From having faith in Will to fighting for independence, Electra's conflict has changed. Ridge's demands and Eric's public order to cease the relationship showed an attempt to control Electra's life choices, despite assurances that they were protecting her. Will pointed out that Electra is an adult and capable of making her own decisions. However, her devotion to her family is causing her to think and act differently. Even when those in charge think they are acting out of love, there is a distinction between protecting someone and controlling them. In order to insulate Electra from the unstable, historic volatility of the Logan Spencer dispute, Eric and Ridge saw their intervention as essential. On the other hand, protection gives a person the ability to make safe decisions for themselves. Control takes away such options and increases the power of those who implement them. The Forrester patriarchs are treating Electra more like property to be handled than like an adult by controlling her private life. They are unaware that Electra is a young lady with the freedom to date whoever she pleases. The exact nature of Eric and Ridge's actions is revealed by their oppressive tactics. Ridge forbade Electra from dating a Spencer instead of counseling her on the dangers of doing so. By publicly telling Electra to put an end to the situation in front of Will, Eric went even farther. This was not a safeguard. It was a planned demonstration of power intended to embarrass Electra in public and make her submit. Will provided a dose of reality among the stress. Electra is an autonomous adult, he reminded her. There was a harsh reality in what he said. Regardless of the tensions inside their family, she has the right to choose her own path. Carter receives heartbreaking news from Daphne, and Eric insists that Electra leave Will. Will asks Electra to return home at the Forrester mansion. At Forrester Creations, Ridge and Eric complain about having to look after Electra, who must avoid Will. Daphne informs Steffy that she is not required to stay with her at the design office. She won't be left alone by Steffy. Daphne has a broken heart. She is reassured by Steffy that she and Carter will overcome this together. Carter walks in and inquires about the outcome of the appointment. Daphne dabs at her tears. Carter and Daphne are left to converse by Steffy. He berates himself for skipping the appointment and inquires as to whether anything went wrong. "I apologize," Daphne says to him. "Carter, I sincerely apologize. I am unable to bear you a kid." Ridge and Eric determine in the main office that they will just conduct one interview prior to the couture line. They are concerned that Brooke won't be able to move past the Logan shocks. Eric hopes the webcast will be seen by her. The jewelry line in particular needs to be flawless. Electra must stop thinking about Will Spencer and concentrate. Eric will watch the house to make sure he's not there. It's Ivy once more. Will's campaign continues at the house. Ridge informed Electra that she would no longer be able to see him. Will, stunned, informs Electra that Ridge is not allowed to do that. According to Electra, he adopted a firm attitude. Will contends that this isn't her father and that she isn't a child. Electra owes the Forresters in Los Angeles a great deal. She was afraid of him when he was attacking RJ, and she is upset about what transpired at the fashion show. However, she will always love him. That's all that matters, according to Will. "Take my hand, and let's leave." Steffy arrives at Bikini as Taylor is working when Eric storms in and yells that Will is not welcome at his house or anywhere close to Electra. She says a close friend recently found that she can't have children, and she wants some mom time. When Taylor finds out it's Daphne, she moans. After Steffy communicates the diagnosis, Taylor instructs Steffy to inform them that she is available for a conversation if necessary. Carter is in shock in the design office and exclaims to Daphne, "This can't be right." She says that she has either early menopause or early ovarian insufficiency. They haven't gotten pregnant because of this. "I can't conceive. I am unable to provide you with the family you desire. I really apologize." Daphne is reassured by Carter that this is not her fault. She believes that her body has deceived her. It's their dream, and she's being told that dreams can't come true. "We have so many more dreams," Carter assures her before sobbing. In each other's arms, they cry. Back in the design studio, Carter apologizes to his wife for losing it as Taylor and Steffy are still wringing their hands over Daphne and Carter's predicament at Bikini. He says, this is hard, but he promises they will overcome it. Now that their intended future isn't materializing, Daphne is unsure about what to do. There's more sobbing. With all due respect, Will informs Eric at the Forrester estate that this is not his call. Eric makes an argument. Electra has been deceived by him. He surprised her by being aware of the hope for the future diamond and jewelry line all along. "I thought Ridge made it clear to you," Eric yells, pointing at Electra. "No, Spencer won't. He's in his living room, but why? The motto of the month, Forresters and Spencers don't mix, irritates Will. Eric yells that he and Ridge are fully entitled to defend Electra. This is finished. You must leave now. Will declines. The nicest thing that has ever occurred to him is something he won't abandon. Eric orders Electra to let him go and get rid of him. Tell him. The good doctor gave Sheila the benefit of the doubt when she showed up in Finn's office, as obsessed as ever, and insisted that she had changed. Her signing the divorce papers was supposedly a proof that she had completely changed from her insane and vindictive habits. Finn never considered the possibility that his birth mother might have signed them in order to gain favor. Even though Finn was adamant that Steffy would never allow Sheila to be close to the family, Old One-Track Mind intensified her efforts to get him to at least apologize. We are certain that he will, and that this is a surefire way to go wrong. It's reasonable to imagine that Finn will approach Steffy with the Sheila request, and that his wife will respond with amazement, and not in a positive way. We anticipate that she would express disappointment that he would ask and stress that she will not allow a lady who has shot up half of her family into their lives. Finn will be forced to give in because he promised to stand with Steffy no matter what. Let's clarify the main issue. As we said, the worms Finn released when he declared his love for Sheila are not going back in the can. This is creating a situation where Finn will either have to start secretly seeing his biological mother behind Steffy's back, or he will have to ruin his marriage by refusing to give in and demanding that she be let to see Hayes. In any case, Shin is in serious peril. Thank you, Mom. Finn, Sheila's son, may be lost forever. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila Carter's one wish is to return to her son Finn's life. However, Steffy Forrester, Finn's wife, stands in the way of making it happen. If there's one thing we've discovered about Steffy over the years, it's that she struggles with forgiveness and forgetfulness. She has actually seldom ever done it in the past, and she has no intention of starting now. Nevertheless, Sheila has been making every effort to make amends for her wrongdoings. Sheila has stated that she is not the same person she was a few years ago, despite the fact that she attempted to shoot Steffy and nearly killed her own kid. However, that is insufficient to persuade Steffy that she can trust her once more, not right now, and possibly never. Naturally, a lot of BNB viewers had a lot to say about the issue on social media. I mean, come on, would you honestly be okay with having someone in your life who has tried to kill you and everyone in your family, in your life, was one reply made. Sheila is a true murderer and Steffy has every right to not want to be around that woman or her kids, commented another reviewer. Seriously, and she already doesn't listen, always showing up to the house, Finn's job, Taylor's office, was another complaint. Even though she has evolved and isn't attempting to murder anyone, she still acts independently and whenever she pleases. It's unclear if Sheila will succeed in getting her way and reintegrating into Finn's life, but it appears that she will need to put in a lot of effort and persuasion if she hopes to succeed. Keep an eye on this area because it seems like there is a lot more to come. Will Sheila show Finn is correct and Steffy is incorrect? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful reveal that Sheila Carter thinks her sincere attempts are genuine and that a terrible setback indicates that she needs her family rather than wants them. Despite John Finn Finnegan's unbreakable bond with his birth mother, his wife's demand is upheld. Steffy Forrester Finnegan reiterated to her mother that Deacon Sharp and his now ex-wife are too close. When fans saw that, they realized Finn had no room to advocate for Sheila's story of redemption. Even though the Finnegans don't appear to be close to divorcing, it's reasonable to question what would happen if Finn refused to give up. He expressed his sympathy to Sheila and his belief that certain people should be given another chance. Wood's images of Sheila's reaction are excellent. The terrified expression on Steffy's face is completely out of character for the lady who is frequently praised by her loved ones as the contemporary embodiment of Stephanie Forrester, the namesake of her late grandmother. Saying two things at once might be patronizing. When that statement is spoken, it seems to assume that the audience the speaker is addressing is somehow incapable of identifying several truths in the universe or their capacity to exist on their own. Fans are aware of Steffy's true fear of Sheila. This is due to the fact that Brown's character attempted to murder her more than once, and the notorious shooting of her and Finn behind Il Giardino is often shown in retrospective flashbacks to emphasize that story point. But Steffy's resiliency shows that she is also a strong person. She made it through the years that Liam Spencer alternated between her and Hope Logan Spencer. Steffy's main priority is to keep Sheila away from all of her loved ones.